Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. I'm Natalie and joining us today is Rupert. You may have seen if you've been following these streams that Claire isn't here today, but she is in the chat room. So if you do have any questions for either of us or anything to do with the festival or what's to come, please feel free to put it in the chat room. Also, if you have seen any films this week that you have absolutely loved that have taken part in the network round for Paris, then again, please let us know. Today, we are actually going to be announcing the Paris winners along with launching the festival for the Sydney and Melbourne Liftoff 2021 edition. But before we get into the festival and into the nitty-gritty details, we have some wonderful acceptance speeches from filmmakers who took part in the Los Angeles Festival as well as Amsterdam. So throughout today's stream, I'll be sharing those videos with you. So why not start on a positive note and let's hear from them first. So we'll be hearing from filmmakers of the film Max Speed first.
Hi, Liftoff. My name is Reed Miller, and I am the creator, writer, and star.
Danny Irizarry. I'm the director and editor.
Megan Ford Miller, and I am the producer and creative director of Max Speed.
We are so excited to announce that we have won the Best Short Film Award here at the Liftoff Los Angeles Film Festival.
There were so many aspects that made it different than anything that I had ever done.
Max Speed was the idea of hope and how that concept connects to the idea of a return to innocence.
I'm particularly excited about my upcoming short film that I've been writing for the past couple of years called Clay.
I am currently working on a pilot right now called Grave State.
I'm excited for our future plans and also seeing Max Speed become a feature film.
Max Speed can also be seen at the Sunscreen Film Festival.
And also at the Franklin International Indie Film Festival. Thank you so much for your support.
It's such an honor to be able to be a part of this team.
We're so excited to finally see Max Speed evolve and to be on a bigger and bigger screen very, very soon. So, thank you. Cool.
Nailed it.
Hi Liftoff, my name is Anjani Taneja Azar, and I'm the producer and one of the writers of the short film A Guide to Being an Earthling, which has just won Audience Choice Award at the Los Angeles Liftoff Festival. The inspiration behind this film was the human condition and what makes it awful and full of conflict and how that honestly brings us together and makes us who we are. You can find the film live, published on Vimeo at any time. What's next for me as a filmmaker? I've wrapped writing my feature film and I'm filming the proof of concept for it, which will also be in the festival circuit 2022, so keep a lookout for that. You can find any extra information on my social media down below. Thank you.
Okay, take 25. My name is Robin Meller. My film Cosmotto won Best Short Film at Los Angeles Liftoff, so thank you very much for that. It is a film about anti-poaching scouts in Zambia and sort of stepping inside their minds and finding out what it's really like for them working on the front lines of conservation. So thank you very, very much to them as well, for many reasons. So yeah, I'm also working on a new film and photo project about the Warani, who are a tribe in Ecuador in the Amazon who have been fighting off the oil companies for many years. So that one's coming soon. So yeah, watch this space and you'll see it soon. Okay, enjoy, bye.
Okay, so there were some lovely speeches there from the Guide to Being an Earthling team and also Cosmotto. And as Claire has mentioned in the chat room there, that we did do a roundtable with Guide to Being an Earthling and finding out a little bit more from the director and the producer. If you would like to check that out, that is also on our YouTube channel. And that is also one of the prizes for the Paris Liftoff Film Festival. So I think that leads quite nicely into where we are going next. So I think we should start with finding out who the winners are of the Paris Liftoff Film Festival 2021. So before I get up the winners, I just want to explain a little bit about the prizes. So there are 3 different prizes up for grabs. So we have the overall winners that will be screening in Paris next year at the Le Nucinaire Cinema. And we'll be screening their work among other selections for the Paris Festival. The other prize is a Season Award nominations. You may be able to see the trophy in front of me, but here it is. So this is the Liftoff Trophy, and there'll be a handful of films that will be nominated for this trophy in various different categories. We have 14 categories, from Best Acting Ensemble to Art Direction, Best Short Film, Feature Narrative, Feature Documentary, as well as a few other categories as well. So we'll be announcing a handful of films that have picked up nominations from Paris. And then the final award is the Audience Choice Award, where we'll be inviting filmmakers to join us on our YouTube channel, where we'll dive deeper into their films, find out a little bit more about why they wanted to make their film and where their career is going, find out a little bit of the things that they had to overcome during their shoot, but also the things that they thoroughly enjoyed and why they are creating and making films. I absolutely love these roundtables. They're really inspiring for us, and every single filmmaker's journey is different, so you do learn a lot from listening to each other and how these projects came to life. But that's enough of that. Let's find out who the winners are. Okay, so here we go. I feel a bit strange doing a drum roll by myself, but should we do one? Yes. Okay, so here we go. Congratulations to Shorebreaker, who has picked up the Best Film Award and will be screening in Paris in 2022. This is directed by Thibault Kadatem, and it follows the story of surfers in Beirut that are fed up of tourists overshadowing their waters, and it gets a little bit out of hand. The logline is, this film takes place in Beirut in the south of France. It's the beginning of summer and holidaymakers are everywhere. Ryan, Dylan and Armand, young local surfers, are confronted with their new population, which they don't like. After several violent altercations with tourists, their evening will turn to tragedy when they illegally enter the villa of the rich Parisians. This is a fantastic short film. The cinematography on this is fantastic, and the acting is very, very strong. So well done, team. We'll be screening you in Paris next year, along with Alexandre, which is directed by Killian Thomas, and this follows the story of Matthew and Alexandre, who are living the perfect love story, but while the ideal of their first days give way to routine, Alexandre gradually becomes aware of her condition. Again, if you're into Black Mirror, then this is definitely a film for you. It has definitely got some sci-fi elements to it as well. So very well done, and we look forward to screening those two films in Paris next year. Moving on then to season award nominations. We have 3 films that have been nominated in various different categories. So let's find out which the first one is. So well done to Valley of the Wolf. And this is directed by Antonio and Lamia and Gabriela from Romania. It's actually really rare for us to receive Romanian films, so we are absolutely delighted to be nominating this in the Best Short Documentary category. This takes a very gentle look at death, and the way that they've managed to incorporate the stillness within this piece really blew us away here at Liftoff, so very well done. The synopsis is beautiful as well. So, down in the valley, towards the end of a life, the memories and dreams mingle with the stars. Very well done, team. We are delighted to be nominating or giving you a nomination for Best Short Documentary. So, along with Valley of the Wolf, we have Wild Cherry. So this is directed by Yoshi Kimura from Tokyo. And this is a first-time filmmaker who has blown us away with their art direction, so therefore it has been nominated for Best Art Direction. It follows three main characters who are going on their own journey, but one fateful evening brings them all together, and it's set around in the 60s radio style. It's actually set in today, but they have incorporated the 60s radio show that they host, and the art direction is fantastic. Okay, and finally then, the third film that has been nominated is Shore Break. So again, well done to Thibault and his team, and it has been nominated for Best Acting Ensemble. The 3 main guys in this film's performances are, again, fantastic. They are so realistic, and you believe every moment that they are going through. So very, very well done. Okay, so that leaves us now with the Audience Choice Award. So, as I scroll down, here we go. So these 3 films have picked up an Audience Choice Award and will be joining us on our YouTube channel within the next couple of weeks to discuss their films a little bit deeper. So well done to Albatross, directed by Raul A. Rodriguez from Mexico. We've got Swim, which is Lee William Williamson from Ireland, and also The Evening Word. I'll just scroll down a little bit more. The Evening Word, both Theodore Guimeno from France as well. And I believe he is in the chat room. So if you are watching this, well done. We'll be in touch. And I'll be sending you further information very shortly and getting you onto a stream. So that is it. They are our Paris winners. And I think everyone deserves a massive round of applause. Thank you so much for joining us in our festival, and for all the other filmmakers who we haven't mentioned here today. It's been an absolute pleasure screening your work for the festival this month. Okay, so I think that's time now to have a look at a few more acceptance speeches that we have, and these are also from the Los Angeles Festival.
Hey Liftoff, my name is Jason Johnson, and our film Rem won the Audience Award in the New Voices category as part of the LA edition of the Global Liftoff Festival in its entirety. The inspiration for this project really came from a story I was told from someone who has a loved one with a sleeping disorder. And it just really hit me as far as like, how do you tell someone who you want to be with that you have a disorder in fear that they may leave you or won't be able to tolerate it? And I also wanted to bring to light the concept of what RBD really is, and that even though very few people have it, it is something to look into and just be aware of. And right now this film is running its festival, going around waiting to see what happens. So maybe hopefully by 2022, I start hearing some more news and I'll have more information for everyone who's interested to follow us. And right now I'm just, flexing my muscles as an editor. I learned to be one in 2022. So let's see where it goes from there. But again, thank you so much.
Hey Liftoff, this is Alexander Ray Pimentel. I am the filmmaker of Rattlecan. We have just won the Audience Choice Award of the Los Angeles Liftoff Film Festival. I happen to be born and raised in Los Angeles, so it's a complete honor. Our film Rattlecan is about someone who has been held down by society and feels as though they don't have a voice. But throughout the film, we have themes such as expression, art, rebellion, and following your dreams. And I think all of those things are very important, especially in a society where you can feel like you're held down. We are currently working on a movie called Duffel Bag Boy. It's about a veteran who gets out of the service and goes down a life of crime. Our film Rattlecan can be seen on Amazon Prime and Tubi, so please go ahead and check it out and let us know what you think. We're very appreciative to be a part of the film festival, and thanks.
There we go. Lovely to hear from those filmmakers as well. That was Rattlecan and REM. Rattlecan will actually be joining us in the Amsterdam Roundtable discussion later next week on Tuesday. So let's talk about the Australian festivals. So we've combined the Sydney and Melbourne festivals together this year, and it'll be running for the full month. So it went live this Monday, the 22nd of November, and it will be running all the way until the 20th of December. We're really excited by these 4 programs that we have. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them and how the festival is going to run. And it runs very similarly to our other festivals, where we have 4 weeks worth of screenings. And then the prizes that are up for grabs are, as I mentioned just then for the Paris, we have able to screen in the city next year. So we'll be looking at films that can screen in Sydney and also in Melbourne. And then we also have the Season Award nominations, where there are lots of categories still up for grabs. So don't worry, I know it seems like this is a festival that is quite late in the year, but we keep it very fair. And there's lots of opportunities for filmmakers to get Season Award nominations. And then we also have the Audience Choice Award up for grabs. So after the 20th of December, once this first round has come to an end, we'll be moving the films that have made it through to the network round, which will be open for roughly a week or so. There'll be a handful of films that make it through as audience choice nominations, but we do have the lift of jury who are watching every single film from each of the 4 pages, and we're putting their choices into the network round as well. So let's have a look at the posters. So the first program I would like to talk about is our Judges Select Shorts, and these are the films that our judges have already reviewed and think are absolutely fantastic. These are the ones that I would highly recommend giving a watch. There's something about each of these films that our judges were just in awe over. So really well done if you're screening in this program. It is a wonderful, wonderful program, and I highly, highly recommend giving these films a watch. So next we have the Trendsetter Shorts, and these are the films that scored again very highly with our judges, but there was something there from the filmmaker that they could see promise of, and we've put them in this Trendsetter category as we feel like these are the filmmakers that are making waves in the industry. Again, a wonderful collection of short films. We have animations, music videos, documentaries, as well as short films as well. I think there may be even 1 or 2 360 videos in there as well. We also have the New Voices shorts, and these are filmmakers who have either come straight out of university or film school and made their first project. Again, it's from filmmakers who have changed their careers completely and decided that the film industry is where they'd like to go. These films really are quite original, and some of the stories are brilliant, so I would recommend giving these filmmakers a watch as well. And then we have our feature page, and the features, as you know, are documentaries and short narratives. We do often get a lot of documentaries, and I think this program is very mixed. All genres as well. We've got a few sci-fis, comedies, romantic comedies. I think there might even be a Christmas film in this mix. So if you are maybe a short filmmaker looking to make your first feature, go and check this program out, as there may be some inspiration for you there as well. So that's breaking down each of the different programs, but we also have the Network Hub, which I believe you all have been invited to, or if not, you will be invited very shortly. But with each of our festivals, we do focus groups, and I've actually just done the focus group for the Sydney and Melbourne script official selections, where we were talking about the best route for them to get their films made, and also they will be releasing their pitches very soon. So if you are a filmmaker who is taking part in the Sydney or Melbourne Festival and you're looking for a project to work on, whether that is in Australia or around the world, I've got a lineup of screenwriters who will be able to pitch you their ideas, and honestly, they are beautiful. Some of the pitches that they have, really funny. We've got a mixture of shorts and features that we'll be pitching as well. So that's the screenwriters focus group, but each individual page will also have their focus groups where we'll delve deeper and find out a little bit more about what you would like most out of this festival. And we can also give guidance on the best routes to take post-festival as well. So I highly recommend joining some of those focus groups. And I've just seen a note in here that the invites to the hub went out on Tuesday, so everyone should have an invitation. So I'll be keeping my eye out for you joining the hub. And Steve says, are you announcing awards from Sydney today? No, so Sydney has just launched and we'll be running the festival for roughly a month. So we'll be announcing that towards the end of December into January. Okay. So that is basically everything. Please, please, please reach out to us on the Network Hub. There is lots of opportunities to network with filmmakers. We are very aware that the online festivals are now coming a little bit tiring, but that's why we have developed this amazing platform where you can watch the films and then reach out directly with the filmmakers or screenwriters who are taking part in the festival. So please, if you are fumbling in the dark and you'd like a little bit of guidance or a bit of help on how best to navigate the Network Hub, do reach out to us. Claire and myself are on there, and you also have got the support email, support@liftoff.network, where you can ask us any questions as well. But I think Sydney and Melbourne is going to be a very exciting month, and we cannot wait to be screening in Australia again next year. So let's see what happens with this festival. And thank you so much for joining us on today's stream. Okay, thank you.